this was the party that I went to where you saw everybody. Charlemagne The God was there, Bozoma St, former CMO of Netflix. You had Jamele Hill, Issa Rae, and you had Ivonne Orji, and you had Kiki Palmer.
Boom! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joannis or Joe Hatagwa. I'm a Sierra Leonean American living in West Africa. And if you want to know what the last week has been like for me here in France, then this is the video for you. All right, so next is Group Balck. That's a group here that what they do is they work with content creators, people that are of color, that have content that they create, businesses that are, you know, websites and things like that. Essence is one of the sites they work with. They aggregate these different websites and they help them get in front of advertisers. And then they're also working on making sure that advertisers are spending money on DEI content, diversity, equity, and inclusion related content, which specifically speaking to content that is of Black content creators or African American descent, however you decide you want to describe the Black community. Really dope group. They had a concert with Nas, which was amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't get into the concert, but I got a chance to watch it up from the deck, so you get a chance to see some footage there. They also had a party with DJ D Nice on the top of the casino, which was also really dope. And then they just had networking sessions and panel discussions that really got to the bottom of ensuring that we're getting together as a collective and we are making sure that our voices are heard and that our content is being monetized and is getting out there in front of the world. So without further ado, let's just jump right into that.
All right, so this was the Group Balck Culture at Cannes. It was the first time they ever did this event here, and it was really dope. So let's look at the programming. So first of all, they said, Group Balck will make a splash at our first year in Cannes. Join us for engaging events, cultural activations, and thought-provoking panels, underscoring our mission and spotlighting our collective of Black-owned media brands. Group Balck will be at the center of the action at Inkwell Beach, the first beach focused on celebrating equity and diversity. Now, this was the programming guide. So they had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday events. I didn't find out about anything until Tuesday, and so unfortunately I missed a lot of these, but here's some of the events that they did. So they had the Group Balck and Ad Week kickoff soiree. So basically it was cocktails and a special fireside chat with the CEO of Dentsu, which is an advertising agency in the US, and the co-founder of Group Balck, the CEO. His name is Travis. Then they had an event called Widening the Screen. This was based on Juneteenth. It was a Juneteenth luncheon, and it was hosted by Procter & Gamble. And it was really just to have a discussion about diverse creative talent in advertising, film, and the media industry. That was also at Inkwell Beach.
Real quick before I go in, this is an event powered by Group Balck. They are a group all about ensuring that there is diversity, equity, and inclusion in all companies. In particular, they're here to talk about advertising companies and companies in ad tech. And they have a space here. So the company is called Group Balck. And anytime you see any Black people walking in anywhere, it's this place right here. So check it out. Rip, when you walk in, you see a DJ booth and DJ. Then you got people dancing, having a good time, networking. The space was really nice. They had basically the whole space at Inkwell Beach was full of people of color and really just Black excellence. So I took a walk around just to see the whole space. And so they had a big stage there. That was where they did all their panels and their fireside chats. Obviously the branding for Group Balck is everywhere. And then you see all the seating that's there. So that place is dope. Unfortunately, I have a meeting I have to go to, so I can only stop by for like 2 minutes. But yeah, Black excellence at its finest here in Cannes, France. There is going to be a Nas performance there later on. Still trying to figure out how to get on the RSVP list so that I can go. Because obviously, I got to see Nas perform. It's not even a question. So I'm still working out the details of that. But once I do, you guys will get a chance to see that. But I'm really looking forward to it because you don't really get a chance to see things like that and come to a place like this in France. So, yep.
Then that night, they had the Soulmatic Beach Party with Nas. That was a dope party that I was unfortunately unable to get into. I did get a little bit of footage way up top from far away, and I listened to it from up there, but I wasn't in the party. So I was still close enough to hear it, but I wasn't down by the party because unfortunately this thing sold out quickly. Then they had content and community creativity. Content, community, and creativity. It was a fireside chat with the CMO of Pepsi, Chief Marketing Officer of Pepsi. Then they had an event called Moving at the Speed of Culture, where they discussed the shifting and culture shaping content with the group Black collective of Black-owned media brands. And then lastly was Club Quarantine. This is the last party of the week, the last event of the week on Wednesday. This was the party that I went to where you saw everybody. Charlemagne The God was there. Bozoma St, former CMO of Netflix, Ghanaian, who's really, kind of the face of Ghana and the diaspora right now. You had Jamele Hill, who's a media personality, who had a show on ESPN for a while. Now she has her own podcast empire that she's running. You had Issa Rae, and you had Ivonne Orji, and you had Kiki Palmer, and all these people were in one place at one time celebrating Black excellence. It was amazing, and I just want to show you guys that next, so here we go.
Hey guys, so we're here at the DJ D Nice party. It's Group Black. Here we go. Hi, how are you? You walk in, it was a really, really big like club space, right? So you walk to the left and you could see basically it's like a club. It was really, really loud, lots of great music, but obviously I can't play the music for you here because of copyright strikes and copyright issues. So we're gonna take it on outside. All right, once you got outside, it was really, really nice. So they had a bar outside. They had the branding up again there. They were really great with branding. And so this is just what the view is from the outside, all the people that you can see. And then it was a nice view of the rest of Cannes. It was just a beautiful night out. It was a dope event. Then there was a company that was there, a Black-owned company, or co-owned anyway, that showed like VR and 3D printing and stuff like that. And it was really cool stuff. And so they had like a screen that you can interact with, where you can mess with it and just like move the things around, like real futuristic type stuff. So you see me doing all of it here. It was actually really cool. So they walked you through how to make it move, use your hand. You see, you can mimic the hand that's on the screen. It shows you what you're doing. And you can basically take this engine apart. You can put it back together. You can spin it around if you want. You can open it up so you can see inside of it, x-ray it. It was really, really dope. And so they also had a practical use for this outside of just looking at products online, right? They actually do have pictures that they could take, and they took 3D pictures. It's really hard to see with the camera on this picture, but basically it takes it in 3D. So that's me, Alicia, my friend Chima. Chima is somebody I know from Ghana. He's actually Nigerian living in Ghana right now. And so it just so happens that we ran into each other. And that was the cool thing about this particular Cannes, is that there were so many people of color all coming together and getting a chance to really, as a group, become, it's a network. And so this was me taking my own personal picture. Of course, I can't find the picture now, but basically I took a picture, and because it's 3D, I put my hands out so that you could see it. The picture actually came out really cool. Unfortunately, I can't find the picture. So we're talking through what the process looks like and how it works, and, just really trying to get an understanding of exactly what it looks like. And then the music, of course, this was Blow Your Whistle, Jay-Z and Too Short. And so had everybody dancing, of course. Those are the guys who work with the company. And yeah, this is my friend Alicia was just filming me through the process. And I was like, well, you're still filming? I was not aware that she was still filming. And then my boy Chima came over, was trying to explain to me how I was supposed to take the picture. And I was telling him I was already done. And then it was his turn to jump in and do his own picture. Then we're back in the party. And this party was lit, as the kids say. Seriously. Everybody was there, and the music was really good. So DJ D Nice, if you guys know him from quarantine parties, right? He used to do those parties during the time where everybody was on lockdown and couldn't go outside, and he had these Instagram lives where everybody from Michelle Obama to,
Prince of Wales, and all these different people were joining. That's DJ D-Nice right there, doing his thing at the DJ booth. We got an up close and personal view of him. That's DJ D-Nice. He's been around for a long time. Great DJ, made great music. So basically this was the party, the quarantine, parties that he was doing, but now it was in Cannes. And so you had everybody there. So to the left of the DJ booth was where all the celebrities were. But everybody had tables and just had a really good time. There's all kinds of people there. And so, he was just playing really good music. Like, obviously being able to be at an event like this where you're expected to just see a few people of color sprinkled in and, not really knowing what to expect, to see a room full of folks of color. And obviously there was some diversity there, right? There's some other people who support Group Black, but overall to see the group that was there, you see Bozoma St there to your very left. And then, when we zoom out to the whole group, it's a lot of people in this crew. Then you zoom in a little bit and there is where you see Jamele Hill, Ivonne Orji next to each other. And they were having a good time. The music was really good, as I said, once again, really like something you did not expect to see. And I was not disappointed. Like, I really had a really good time. And it was just really dope to see, after a really successful time networking and talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion, you had a party to top it off. And then, of course, there's no party without the electric slide.
Man, what an experience. A friend of mine has been here, Chima, who you got a chance to see. He and I go back to living in Ghana. He lives in Ghana. He's the West Africa lead for Publicis Group, an agency. And he's been coming here for 7 years, and there's never been an event where they brought that many people of color together, the black people together. So Group Black was the first to do it. There were 3,000 or so, estimated 3,000 or so black people here, and they found ways to get them together in all different kind of ways. We were all in this WhatsApp group, which is really cool. It's called Black at Cannes. And with that group, we got a chance to communicate and find out what was going on. To me, this is it was really empowering to come to an event like this, where usually I'm one of very few people who look like me, and to see many more people like us here at this event. It was amazing to see, and I would not have changed it for the world. I'm so happy that I came, and I'm so happy that I got a chance to meet all the folks from Group Black. But yeah, so that was Group Black. Oh, by the way, let me know what you guys think. What did you think about all this black excellence that we saw here? Let me know in the comments below. All right, on to the next.
All right, guys, so I'm on my way to the airport now. It's been a great trip so far. Well, it's been a great trip. Nice and Cannes was amazing. Really, really good trip. Lots of good networking, met some really great potential clients. Overall, the Group Black event, seeing all those people of color, black people of color in particular, here in Cannes together was unreal. So many conversations that happened about, diversity, equity, inclusion. How do we ensure that our voices are heard? How do we make sure that when our voices are heard, we're also a part of the larger discussions? And there were really some really important power players there. So overall, it was a great experience. Now I'm headed to the airport in Nice to fly to JFK, back to New York. My first time back in the States since November 3rd, 2020. It has been over a year and a half since I left the United States. And so I'm looking forward to going back to the country. All right, guys. See you when I arrive. Finally about to board the plane. So you see the mask is on because this dude was coughing like crazy standing next to me. I got a little nervous. The mask on. There's an N95 filter underneath this KN95 mask. So hopefully it works for protection. That was crazy.
All right, guys. Well, you know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. When you subscribe, hit that notification bell. And when you hit that notification bell, hit all so you're notified every time a new video comes out. With that, guys, thanks for watching. See you all in the next video.